Good morning, HWC kids. I'm pretty bad at directions. You can ask my husband. If you ask me for a road name or a road number, I'll probably not be able to tell you where to go. If you want to know that you need to turn at the yellow house that has the big swing set in the back and the tiger lilies in the front and the chickens running around the yard, then I'm your girl. The problem comes when they paint the house and they get rid of the chickens. Then where do I go? Well, what really drives me nuts is when I type in directions on my map app on my phone and it gives me 4 different options on how to get somewhere. I don't need options. I just need the best directions so I don't get lost. Today in Kids Connect, the Israelites were probably feeling a little bit of the same way that I do. They'd been wandering and wandering in the desert, not knowing exactly where God was going to take them. Now, God had called Moses up to the top of a mountain to talk to him, and the Israelites were left waiting at the bottom for Moses to come back and lead them. They were probably wondering where they were, where Moses was, and where God was. They probably were feeling a little lost and wanting some directions on what to do and where to go. Well, the people began looking for God in all the wrong places. They asked Aaron, Moses' brother, to help them make a god. So they melted down all their jewelry and made a golden calf statue that they could worship. But that didn't solve their problems either, and it didn't help them get where God wanted them to be. In fact, it went against the greatest commandment that we talked about last week. Love God, not anyone else, with everything you have. When they tried to solve problems on their own, they got even more lost and their lives got a little out of control, like that balloon. When the Israelites eventually started trusting God again and listening to his directions, here's what happened. They got to the promised land that God had been leading them to. But how do we become more like that balloon that has this guidance system, especially when there are so many different directions we can go in life? We obey God's commandments. We read his words in the Bible. We pray. We seek his guidance, and we listen to the wisdom of the godly people that he has brought into our lives. When we live by God's words, the right direction becomes pretty clear. It doesn't mean we won't hit a couple of potholes or get a flat tire or have to swerve for a deer in the road a few times. But it will mean that we get to the promised land of heaven that God has prepared for us. So today, instead of relying on your or my lousy sense of direction and going crazy like that first balloon, attach yourself to God and let him guide you to where you need to go. Have a great day.